Children, so now we are going to start a new lesson, okay? And this lesson is precious water. What is the name of the lesson? Precious water. We know water is very precious, isn't it? Yes, during summer, at least some of us really struggle because of a lack of enough water. Usually we use a lot of water, but when it comes to summer and all, we really struggle to have enough water, isn't it? Yes, there won't be enough water in the pipe. We may have to wait for the tanker to come. We struggle a lot. So in this lesson, actually, we are going to learn some of these aspects of the importance of water, right? So this lesson actually happens in a garden. And there are two kids there, two children are there. One is called Vipul, and there is a girl called Navya, right? So Vipul and Navya are two children, and they are actually playing in a garden, and they are playing with water. Okay, play with the water is a lot of fun, isn't it? Even we love very much to play with the water. Yes. So Vipul and Navya were playing there with the water, and there was a boy. There was another boy by the name Abhi. What was his name? His name was Abhi. So he was also there in the park and he saw these two kids, Vipul and Navya, playing with water. So as Abhi watched it, he understood both Vipul and Navya have a lot of fun in playing with water. But suddenly he remembered something that his teacher told in the class. Whose teacher? Abhi's teacher. So he is also just a kid like you. And he is 6 years old. He is also studying in the class 1. And his teacher taught them something about the water. Okay. So immediately what did Abhi do? Abhi went to the two kids, Vipul and Navya, and said, "Hey friends, what are you doing here? You are wasting a lot of water." Vipul said, "No way. We are just having some fun." Abhi said, "Fun? Do you think wasting water is fun? Actually, this water is meant for watering all the plants over here. If you waste water like this, then how is it possible for these people, the watchman or the gardener, to water the plants? Now, if there is no water to water the plants, if there is no water for the plants, what will happen? What will happen? The plants will die. So, you will have fun. But water, there won't be any water for the plants, and if there is no water for the plants will die. So Navya became very sad. Why? She loves butterflies. What does she love? Navya loves butterflies. So she was sad because, oh my God, if the plants die, there won't be any flowers, and if there is no flowers, there won't be any butterflies. Isn't it? Butterflies come because there are flowers. If there are no flowers, butterflies won't come. If there has to be some flowers, then yes, plants should be there. If plants have to be there, definitely water also should be. Okay, so Abhi said, you have fun and you are wasting a lot of water, and if you waste the water, there won't be any water to water the plants. And if there is no water for the plants will die. And if there is no plants, there won't be any flowers. If there is no flowers, there won't be any butterflies. So you will have some fun, and at the cost of that, you are wasting a lot of water. So Vipul said, "Oh, is that? Yeah, you are right. Because in our class, our teacher also told us that we need water for a lot of purposes. What are the different purposes for which we use water? Yes, we use water to wash our clothes, wash the dishes, for cooking, for brushing, for bathing, for cleaning the floor, isn't it? Everything. Whenever we feel thirsty, we need water. So the most important usage of water is drinking, isn't it? And if we waste water like this, okay. So suddenly, Vipul also remembered something his teachers told him. So we use water for a lot of purposes. We need water for drinking, for bathing, for washing, for cleaning, and other purposes also. Like animals also need water. It's not just we people need water, and it is not just the plants need water to grow. But animals also need water. Birds, they do feel hungry, thirsty. They will come and drink water. And we know we keep water for our pet animals, isn't it? And domestic animals also. Wild animals in the forest, they will go to the rivers and the lakes to drink water. We have already read about such kinds of things in the stories that we have read. Panchatantra stories and all. There was a huge forest, there was a river flowing through that. All the animals used to go there. Isn't it? Yes. So, living things like animals, plants, human beings, everything need water to survive, to live. And if we people waste water, then it's a wastage. We simply play with the water, we splash water here and there, and we make a lot of fun with the water, and the water is just getting wasted. The water that we splash, that simply goes into the drainage and it was wasted. In the park or in the garden, if you splash with the water will fall on the soil will become muddy and get wasted. Neither the plants nor the animals or no living things in the world will get that water. Water is very precious. During summer season, we always struggle. We have a scarcity of water. We do not get enough water. We become very careful when dealing with the water resources then. So we have to preserve water. So people also said, yes, I remember our teacher also have told us that we need to preserve water. We need to be very careful with the usage of water. People asked them, what are the other things that your teacher told? Okay, that was very good for you, Avi. You just came over here and you just reminded us about a great thing that we too have learned. But we just learned it and forgot it. But you learned it, remembered it, and reminded us also, so that yes, we too will become good kids. Then what are the other things that your teacher taught you? Avi said our teacher told us not to waste water, then paper and electricity. We should not waste paper also. Why we should not waste paper? Paper is made up of plants and all. We cut a lot of trees, softwood trees, bamboo and all, crush it, paste it, and then we make a paper out of it. If we waste the paper uselessly, more and more trees need to be cut. So we should not waste that. Electricity. Electricity also is produced basically using water in the dams and all. So if we waste electricity, there won't be any electricity more. But if we use it carefully, yes, that is the best thing that we can do. We should not, we should switch the fans and the lights off when we leave a room. We should not allow this TV and all to play when there is nobody to watch it. No? We should not litter paper and other waste around us where we sit in the classroom, in the home or in the neighborhood. We should not do any such kinds of things. Then, Navya said, yes, it's a right thing. Our teacher also have told us. Our teacher also have told us all these kinds of things, not to waste food also. There are a lot of people who are unable to get food, and when we have food, we should not waste food. So food, water, the nature around us, it's very valuable, and we should not waste such kinds of things. So Vipul and Navya, they suddenly reminded something that their teacher has told them about taking care of these resources. We call these things like water resources. Okay, so we should not spoil them. We should not waste them. Clear? So we should be very careful with that, right? So Navya and Vipul, they said, "Thank you, Abhi. You have come to the park in the right time, and you have reminded us something great that our teacher also have taught us. But in that busy to play and have a lot of fun, yes, we haven't noticed all these kinds of things, and we were wasting water. But you have reminded us the things, and you have opened our eyes towards this thing that what we learn in the class, we need to follow in our life also. Okay, so you have taught us one great thing, that those things that we learn in the class, we need to follow in our life also. Okay, so we will not waste any more water. We will not splash any water around us to have fun, and we will not make the plants die because there is no more water to water them. Okay, so we will not do any such kinds of things, but we will go to the park and play some other games. So some things may be there in the park, like the swings will be there, seesaw will be there, or simply we will play hide and seek or some other games. Okay, so let's go, Abhi. Yeah, now we will go to the park area and we will play over there. Okay. So these kinds of things about the water, about air, or when we celebrate festivals like Diwali, we make a lot of pollution. So these kinds of things we learn in the class, and we have to follow them. We have to follow them. We have already learned in the science class and all, we have learned water is very precious. During summer season, we suffer from scarcity of water. And without water, we cannot live. It's not just us, the plants, the animals, the birds, especially in the cities, birds struggle a lot to find water. There are some people who keep food and water outside the home for these birds. They will come, they will drink, and they will go. Okay, so all living things, including plants, animals, birds, even insects, we people, every living thing in this world need water, and we should not waste water. Okay, so these kinds of things that we learn in different subjects are basically not just for the sake of learning or understanding or getting some marks in the exams and all, but these are things we need to follow in our life also. Either in the school or in the home, when you come across a tap which is not properly shut, closed, and if the water is leaking, we have to go and do that. Okay, we should not think that somebody has done it, let somebody come and do it. We can do it, no problem. Sometimes we do that. We will be in a hurry. For example, in the break time, went to the toilet, came to the washing area, and we opened the tap and we washed our hands, and we were in a hurry to go to the class and we didn't close it properly. So somebody else may come and do it, isn't it? First of all, we should make it sure that that is properly closed. But still, sometimes it happens, and then we have to make it sure yes, it's properly closed. Okay, so sometimes it happens with us also, but doesn't matter. But we have to make it sure. We do not litter anything. When we leave the room, make it sure that the lights and the fans are switched off. We won't litter any paper and waste everywhere. All these kinds of things we need to take care of. Okay, so these are some things that we learn in the class that we need to follow in our life also. We should be like Abhi and not like Vipul and Navya, who have forgotten what they have learned in the class, and wasted such a valuable resources. Right? So that is the lesson part, and now we will go on to the exercise part and the other activity part of this lesson. Okay.